The Prophet ﷺ called him the Imam of the knowledgeable on the day of resurrection. When scholars gather before Allah on the day of resurrection, he will be their head. His name was Mu'az ibn Jabal radiallahu ta'ala anhu. At just 20 years old, Mu'az ibn Jabal stood with the Ansar at Al-Aqaba. His face shone with a light that made people turn. When he spoke, they listened. When he was silent, his dignity spoke volumes. The Prophet ﷺ saw in him what others did not: a mind made for understanding, a heart made for faith. When the Prophet ﷺ sent him to Yemen, he tested him. How will you judge, Mu'az? By the book of Allah, he replied. And if you don't find it there, he replied, by the sunnah of Allah's messenger. And if not there, Mu'az, I will strive with my own reasoning. The Prophet ﷺ placed his hand on Mu'az's chest and said, Praise be to Allah who has guided the messenger of his messenger to what pleases his messenger. In Khalifa Umar's time, scholars who gathered in the mosque, when they debated matters and reached an impasse, all eyes turned to one man, Mu'az ibn Jabal. He rarely spoke unless asked, but when he spoke, one eyewitness said, it was as if light and fire flowed from his mouth, not mere speech. After Yemen, Mu'az radiallahu ta'ala anhu returned with wealth. Umar confronted him. What is this, Mu'az? That night, Mu'az ibn Jabal dreamed. He was drowning, and Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu saved him. He went to Abu Bakr and said, Take half of my wealth as charity. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu refused, and Umar smiled. Now it is pure and blessed. Their trust was deeper than gold. When Abu Ubaidah died in Syria, Umar appointed Mu'az as governor. He lived as simply as ever. His salary, he gave it all away. People asked, why don't you enjoy what Allah has made lawful? He replied, I hear the Prophet ﷺ saying, the poor will enter paradise 500 years before they reach. He smiled. Should I delay meeting my brothers? At just 38, the plague took him. On his deathbed, he looked towards the heaven and he said, Allah, I used to fear you, but now I long for you. O death, welcome. You are a long-awaited beloved. His last gaze was upward, his final breath a homecoming. Mu'az ibn Jabal radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the Imam of the knowledgeable, he taught us to judge, how to live, and how to die. He wasn't just a scholar, he was the standard. Not just a judge, he was the mentor. Not just a companion, he was the living example of how knowledge should walk hand in hand with humanity. When they read the story of Islamic jurisprudence, the first chapter will always be Mu'az ibn Jabal radiallahu ta'ala anhu.